All right. Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 5, 6, 7. We're at episode number 7 right now. How crazy is that? Welcome back to another episode of The Exposed. I am your host, Keanu Isaiah, creator of the best vibe mixes. All right, and you guys can go check out all the links in the bio, music, book recommendations list, life values, full episodes, all of that right there from the link in the bio. As always, though, the mission statement of this podcast is to simply expose people to the right information. All right, not to tell you how to live, not to tell you what to do, not any of that extra stuff. Just simply give you some information to make you think about life a little bit different. You know, stuff that I've known that if I was given this earlier in life, I would be even further off. You know, so that's the whole mission statement of this whole thing. Today is a really cool episode, and really, again, the epitome of why I even call this thing the Exposed, because today I'm gonna be talking about another. I'm gonna give you guys another story, just like the last one about the marshmallow experiment. Talking about instant and delayed gratification. I'm gonna be talking about another psychological thing about mental barriers that we put in our own brain by giving the example of the 4-minute mile. All right, and that's exactly what we're gonna be talking about today. All right, so this episode about the 4-minute mile is gonna be started here in the year 1954. Okay, that was the year of the man Roger Bannister. That's the name of the guy we're gonna be talking about. But before we get into that, we're gonna take it back 9 years before. So 9 years before, 1945, the record was set for the fastest mile ran, and the time clocked in for that was 4 minutes 1.4 seconds. All right, the year 1945, the world's fastest mile was clocked in at 4 minutes 1.4 seconds. That's literally the fastest mile that was recorded up until human started existing. That was the fastest time that they had. The thing about this, though, is that it was literally a belief. It was a belief that man couldn't surpass the 4-minute mile. You know, this was just such a high standard. Even back then, they said that doctors, exercise experts, and physiologists said that this simply was impossible, literally impossible for the human body to run that fast. These are literally beliefs and statements that were literally said back in the 1940s. Literally, this was what's said and what was happening. 9 years later, after that first record was set, a man by the name of Roger Bannister came along, and he was the first one to ever break that barrier. And we call it barriers because it's a mental barrier, and you guys will find out later on why. But he was the first one to break that barrier, and they even call this the race heard around the world. Okay, even you know how they said the shot heard around the world, you know, with that history stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys know, but they literally call this the race heard around the world as well. Instantly became like a star, instantly became well known because that was a belief. You know, there's literally facts saying that the physical experts were saying that you cannot run that fast. It is physically impossible to do that. Whenever he broke it, he literally shattered, you know, like actual proof that even happened just from him running that mile. But here's the crazy part. Here's like the crazy thing. So he broke that mental barrier. He broke it at he came in and clocked in at 3 minutes 58 seconds, and 3 minutes 58.4 seconds was the actual time he clocked in at, and that's what actually helped him break the barrier and the actual world record. Check this out though. So a month and a half later, a man by the name of John Landy beat his record. He literally John clocked in at 3 minutes 58 seconds flat. John Landy broke his record a month and a half later. I know that Robert Bannister was like a medical student, and this was happening at Oxford, and he was doing this, and he was literally studying this type of stuff. He was like, man, there's more than just this physical capability. It's a mental aspect of it too. So he started training mentally, like for this. He started incorporating visualizing how would you say it? Visualizing practices and techniques that he was incorporating during his practices. You know, that's literally what he was doing, and that's what and how he felt. He, you know, crossed that barrier and broke that barrier like it was nothing. So actually, it wasn't like nothing. Another fun thing is that 1 year prior, he tried beating it. He literally tried going for the same record that he broke a year prior. But what happened is that he clocked in at a minute, or it was 4 minutes 30 seconds is what it was. 4 minutes 30 seconds. But what he said after it is like he wasn't mad. He wasn't mad or had any doubt about it or anything. He was just like, you know what? All this was, and all it proved to me was that I can do it. It is more than just a physical thing. I know I can do it. So that literally is what ignited it in him to where he's like, nah, I bit the apple on this. I'm gonna have to complete it. You know, that's literally where it all came from. So getting back into it, and the crazy thing is, so a month later after Robert's world record is broken by a man of John Landy. He broke it 3 minutes 58 seconds. After that, what's crazy, what really is crazy is that since the time and even up to date, over 20,000 people have do it, you know, have done the 4 minute mile. And a lot of the people that actually broke out of 20,000 are high school students. Even now, it's kind of like an Olympic thing. It's kind of like the standard, you know, that you got to be able to do. So pretty much what happened and why this is even a big deal is because what seeped in and what seeds were crossed into everybody was that if he can do it, so can I, right? Because John Landy was, like I said, they've been running together for a while, and once he saw that Robert Cross is like, if he can do it, why can't I? You know, and that's really what changed his belief, what changed their beliefs. Remember, I was talking about that earlier. They talked about their beliefs since the very beginning. So just to simply bring this all together and wrap it all up, I'm going to put it all together in one simple quote. A quote that was not even relevant to this, but I know that would just totally bring it all together. If you don't get anything from the story, get this. What we believe, our mind can conceive. What we believe, our mind can conceive. Say it again. What we believe, our mind can conceive. I literally wrote this down a couple years ago just because of how true it is. You know, what they say is that in our minds, it can't tell the difference between a reality and a dream. So whenever we're daydreaming, whenever we're thinking about these things, our mind literally can't tell. So if we're daydreaming about or even dreaming, just literally dreaming or daydreaming, whatever. So if we're daydreaming about eating a snow cone in the hot weather, in our dreams so vividly, we're in the middle of a park and we see trees around us, we're with a friend, we're chilling out, we're having, the more vivid it is, your mind literally can't tell if that's real or if that's, you know, imagination. So that's just something that I wanted to drop off with you guys. Hopefully this 4 minute mile help ring some type of bells or anything, or even this last part. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the love, all the comments. If you guys like this type of information, please share it, tag me in it so I can repost it with you guys in it. Anyways, I appreciate all the love, appreciate everything that you guys been helping me out with. Again, I'm so grateful. Thank you guys. See you guys soon.